In this video, you're going to find out if Life is Strange 2 is worth your time and money. What's up, folks? Fred Richani on Life is Strange 2 from Dontnod Entertaiment and Square Enix. This game is available on Windows PC, PS4, Xbox One, and will be arriving on Linux and Mac in 2019. We happen to review this on PS4. Full disclosure, we were provided a review copy by Square Enix. And this game right here is the sequel to Life is Strange Season 1. If you've never played the Life is Strange series, it's similar to Telltale Games in the sense that this is a narrative graphic adventure game, but I would say it certainly gives you a lot more leeway, a lot more freedom overall, and a lot more action than most Telltale games, which kind of have a bit of an outdated engine at this point. And in this game right here, the choices you make, to some extent, dictate the story. The Life is Strange series overall is about life being strange and involving real-life chaos, along with some crazy, psychological, supernatural chaos as well. In the first Life is Strange and in the second one, you did have some supernatural, freaky things go on. Mild spoiler alert, in the first Life is Strange, Maxine could rewind time. Go back in time and change things. Unfortunately for her, there were some serious consequences. In Life is Strange 2, you don't have the ability to rewind time. In fact, your character doesn't even do anything all that supernatural. How it works is you play as Sean, a young man by the age of 16, along with his little brother Daniel, and you guys are in some ish. Now, the first Life is Strange involved a whole lot of high school drama and real-life stuff. I mean, suicide, rape, pedophilia. I mean, some scary things. Don't get me wrong. It was pretty scary, and it is real-life dark stuff. But there was at least a cloud of fiction there with the ability to rewind time and the psychological effects and everything like that. Whereas in this game right here, you know that Daniel has something special about him. You can't put your finger on it, but when he gets mad, when he gets sad, things happen. But for the most part, throughout Life is Strange 2, without giving too much away, you find that the real world, in our real world, and in the world of Life is Strange 2, that things are a whole lot scarier. Life is Strange 2 tackles racism in Trump's America like a lot of video games haven't lately. It deals with two Hispanic lead characters who deal with a lot of racism. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's great that games and any type of art is able to address the real-life issues. But if you're somebody that was looking for maybe an escape from the reality, maybe you're somebody that's not happy with what's going on across North America right now, you just want to suspend your disbelief, you want a distraction from the real world, unfortunately, Life is Strange 2 isn't that. That being said, I do think it's important sometimes that if you're dealing with a game that deals with real life, that you include some real-life elements. My main complaint, though, about Life is Strange 2 is that there isn't a whole lot of action here compared to the first season of the game and the prequel. What I mean by that is the choices you made in Life is Strange Before the Storm, and especially Life is Strange 1, the choices you made felt like they had some real consequence. Here, that felt more like a Telltale game where okay, maybe you decided this instead of that, and it slightly alters things, but for the most part, the outcome is the same. Granted, it's only episode 1, but there wasn't a whole lot of action. In terms of cutscenes, there were. In terms of being able to run away from certain things and acts of being possibly kidnapped and attacked and killed, there was that, but not a whole lot of action from the gamer's part, as in actually holding the controller in your hand and having to do something to get out of a jam. Much like in Life is Strange, you play as a teenager that has raging hormones, lots of emotions, can't totally get a grip of their emotions. It is pretty interesting. First, in the season 1, you play as a young girl, and then in season 2, you play as a young man, and it's tough sometimes for young men to show vulnerability. It's tough sometimes for them to not be stubborn and admit they're wrong, and you see a lot of that here in episode 1. But is that enough to keep you playing? Is that enough to keep people coming back for more? I don't know. I will say this. If you've played the Life is Strange series before and you've enjoyed what you've played, I think Dontnod Entertainment, with their work with Life is Strange and with Vampyr earlier this year, definitely deserve the benefit of the doubt, as there are 5 episodes in this season, so we can see how it plays out. If you're somebody that's been playing in the Life is Strange universe for the very first time, my recommendation would be play Season 1, play the prequel, play the free DLC, Captain Spirit, and then once you've had your fill there, if you like what you see, if you like what you play, then once a couple more episodes come out and you see the feedback for Life is Strange 2, then hop on over and play that as well. The 2 hours or so that it took to finish episode 1 went by pretty quickly, but again, it does kind of drag. That being said, what is the verdict? Content. I gotta give this game a 6.5. It's not bad, it's not great, it's above average, it's okay, it does grip your heartstrings a bit, but I do feel like this game is a lot of flash, a lot of controversial topics, but when you take away the sizzle, is there a whole lot of stake? Not really. I would like to see some more player action in episode 2. Gameplay. I give it a 7. Perfectly fine game. I actually really enjoy the controls of Life is Strange overall. I feel like they do give you a little bit more freedom, and it's not as buggy as the Telltale games and some other narrative, story-driven games. For this particular episode, not a whole lot of gameplay action going on, at least to my liking. Art style and graphics, I give an 8. Art is subjective, of course, but I really enjoy the art style of the Life is Strange universe. I thought the water effects were pretty cool as well. Didn't have any frame rate issues whatsoever. Very solid when it comes to art style. Overall, the verdict is a 7 out of 10 by TSC Gaming for Life is Strange 2 Episode 1. For more information on Life is Strange and more game reviews, keep it right here on TSC News. If you enjoyed this review, please like, share, take care, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to enable notifications for more updates. And until next time, everybody, as always, enjoy the games.
I know. Me too.